Setting up retargeting campaigns in Meta is incredibly easy if you follow this framework, which is going to be super fast and super simple to implement. The first thing to remember is that retargeting works because you're increasing the amount of trust in your brand by increasing the frequency at which people interact with it. For instance, the first time you heard of Amazon, you probably were a little suspicious of being able to order online and a package arriving in 2 days. But now Amazon is not a foreign concept to hardly anybody. This is because of frequency and exposure. This works best if you match it to the awareness stage that you're at. If you're fully unaware, you probably want to educate people on what you're actually doing and why. While if they're fully aware, then you probably just want to give them a discount or a reason to purchase today. Those are the differences between levels of awareness in the most extreme extent, although there are 5. Totally unaware, problem aware, solution aware, product aware, fully aware. The differences between those are outlined in one of the articles in our description, which is labeled. The last thing that I want you to remember before we do anything else is to remember that your creative is the most important thing. If you have a bad ad, then it does not matter how good you set up this campaign or how many times you retarget, your sales will not do well. While if you have an incredibly good ad that's incredibly engaging, very convincing, and talks to the right person at the right time, you will do sales if you just plug it into the ad account and hardly do anything else. This is also why creator-led marketing, where you take affiliates who get paid a commission from sales, does so well. Because if the video does well organically and drives purchase intent where they have to leave the platform, then if you run that as an ad, it is going to do even 10 times better, and your CPMs will be incredibly low, which again, we have an article outlining in the description. But let's continue with retargeting ads. The idea behind a retargeting ad is that somebody sees one of your initial ads, comes to your website, maybe watches a video, clicks on a product, adds it to cart, something along those lines, but does not purchase for whatever reason. Then they leave the website. Then what you can do is you can pull that data from the Meta Pixel and retarget them with a new advertisement that says, look, you came to our website. Why didn't you purchase? Basically. Now you can offer them a discount, an additional reason to purchase, some sort of bundle, or a lot of other things. But the idea is that you retarget that person with a brand new advertisement and you get them to go back to the website and reconsider purchasing. Given that this is the second, third, or fourth time that they've been on your website, they are much more likely to purchase than the first time because they have some inherent trust that is present now that was not the initial time that they saw your product. Also, I want to remind you that you should be using new creatives when doing retargeting rather than using existing ones and just increasing the frequency that is shown. A lot of the time, if you do really good advertising, you start with a cold audience in your advertising, which means that you're primarily focusing on educating on the benefits of understanding their problem and their solution and moving them down the levels of awareness until they're product aware. But with a retargeting ad, they've likely already been to your website and even considered purchasing pretty heavily. So they are product or even fully aware of your brand. So you should be designing ads that are targeting those people rather than consumers who don't even know what their problem is. So step by step, how do you actually do this? The first is that you want to segment your audience based on key signals that tell you how interested they are in your brand. Have they only watched ads but never gone to your website? That's probably a pretty cold audience. Have they gone to your website but didn't even click anything? That's also probably not all that cold, but they might recognize your logo. Have they actually added it to the cart and considered purchasing? Well, that audience is super warm. Now they need a reason to purchase, probably something to do with pricing or shipping. So if you offer a discount or a bundle or a subscription, they're more likely to purchase versus if you just tell them another benefit. This allows you to segment your audience into different levels of awareness and different levels of interest so that your retargeting ads can be as effective as possible. You can do this using the Meta Pixel, and there are plenty of tutorials directly on Facebook showcasing how to do this, and I highly recommend you follow the steps from there. The next part is have validation thresholds, meaning if your cost per click is above 25 cents, you turn that ad off. If it is below 15 cents, you keep it on and increase the budget. If it's between 15 and 25, you just wait a little bit. And you continue to do that for each of the most important variables for your campaign. That might be click-through rate, that might be cost per sale. It could be a lot of different things, but you want to have specific thresholds where performance has a clear outcome so that you look at statistics instead of feeling like, oh, but I thought that was a really good ad. Maybe I should give it some more time. No, look at the statistics. The statistics do not lie. Andromeda will show it to the most profitable audience first. So in the first 72 hours, if you're not getting results, you need to look at those statistics and turn off the underperforming ads and create some new ones. If you do this in this order, you iterate based off of the top ads that are working the best, depending on the message type and the creative type, meaning are you showcasing it as an image, a video, an affiliate, a creator, a street interview, or what kind of problem are you targeting? Are you you offering a discount? Are you offering a new problem? What things work best? You mix and match them and you iterate successfully, then retargeting ads will 100% work for your business. But if you look in the link in the description, the top link is going to be an application where I will build all of this for you on a performance basis with no costs up front. If that sounds interesting to you, fill out the form on the top link and watch the video explaining exactly how that works.